Why many people understand English but can't speak in English? Even when I started learning English, I also can't speak in English, but I understood English very well. So, hello everyone, welcome back to my brand new video. In this video, I'm going to tell you why people understand English but can't speak in English. I am an English learner like you. I try to share my experiences about learning English with you that I experiences or that I acquire from my journey to learning English speaking. So, as I mentioned, why people understand English but can't speak in English. Okay, let me give you an example. Suppose you go to gym every day and you just exercise your muscle, not your legs. Will you see any improvement in your legs? No. It's natural because you only exercise your muscle. You can see improvements in your muscle, but not your legs because you don't exercise your legs. So it's simple. You always listen English, you always read English, but you don't speak in English. So English is a language and language need to be spoken. If you don't speak in English, you can't be fluent in English. If you want to be fluent in English, then you must practice English speaking. Okay? Even when I started learning English, I faced same problem. And that time I did not found anyone who can help me. But suddenly I found a video on YouTube. On that video, a brother told that if someone wants to become fluent in English, then he must practice English speaking. That's how he can achieve English fluency. And now, some of you will say, I don't have any partner. So, with whom I will practice my English? I did not have any partner. My partner was myself. So what I do, even in the present time, I also practice English speaking every single day. I try to go in front of a mirror and try to speak in front of me by looking at my eyes. Or I try to sit down in a chair and try to make a situation. Suppose I am walking down the road and I see a crowd in front of me and I try to explain the crowd. I try to explain the situation and I always try to describe my daily activity in English. That's how I practice English speaking. If you just read and listen, yes, I can't say that you can't speak in English. Yeah, you can speak in English, but only few sentences or some sentences. You can't express every single activity in English if you don't speak. So that's why don't only focus on listening or reading. Focus on speaking. Most of the English learner have a problem in their heart or in their mind or in their brain. The problem is what will the other people say or what will the native English speaker say if I make any grammatical mistakes. No, they will not focus your grammatical issue or error. They will only try to understand the message that you want to convey to them. Okay? Only few number of native English speakers find errors on someone speaking, but most of the English speaker never focus on grammatical errors. Even native English speakers make also grammatical mistakes. This is true. This is not only my opinion, this is true. I am from Bangladesh and my native language is Bangla. Even I make mistakes in my language when I speak in Bangla. Even the people of my country, they make lots of mistakes when they are speaking in our native language. So don't focus on grammatical mistakes. Try to speak. If you just focus on your grammatical mistakes, then you'll never able to speak fluently because your brain will always think that what if I make grammatical mistakes? That is why you won't be able to speak in English fluently. Okay, so don't focus on grammatical mistakes, just focus on the message, what you are trying to speak, what you want to express towards other, what you want to convey. Okay, that's how you can master English speaking and try to express, try to say every single activity in English. Okay, suppose you are eating, you are doing something, you are doing household chores, you are writing, you are playing, whatever you are doing, just speak that in English. That's how you can become a fluent English speaker. Yes, it is true that initially you will make a lots of mistakes, but gradually, if you maintain the consistency, then you will improve. Definitely, your English speaking will improve. So don't focus on grammar. Try to know the names of every single object so that you can express everything. And if you don't understand anything, how to speak that thing in English, then go to ChatGPT or go to Google Translation and try to translate that thing in English, then say that out loud in English. That's how you can improve your English speaking. Even I personally follow the same tips or tricks, okay, to speak in English. Honestly speaking, when I started English speaking, I could not able to speak a single word in English. But now you're listening me. I'm speaking in English. Yes, I am gradually improving. How it has happened? Because I was consistent. I am consistent and I will be consistent until I become a perfect, fluent native English speaker. Okay? So, bye bye.